618. Maybe something back up here. We have this fair value gap there. Let's see here if we enter 5. I like it. Pull back a little bit more to re-enter. What's OT is optimal trade entry. So that's what OTE stands for. So 618, 70, and 79 would be your optimal trade entries on a pullback. When we measure this impulse leg down from this last swing high before the big move to the low, you pull your fib from here down. Because now we kind of took a small, tiny sweep into the buy side on this 1 minute fair value gap. We created this small swing low, broke it, went a gap in here, respected it, another gap, and then broke down. But barely tapped it. Well, it's funny because you even said, are we taking sells off the 1 minute? And that's what I was thinking. But then ICT's tweet threw me off. I was like,
For a second,
I was like, really?
for a second when it happened that, I must have sell, but I was like, nah, bro, this.
Let's see. We're gonna take these cells here. Oh, a little bit higher. Come on.
Expecting.
Yeah. Is the meeting started? Yes. The thing is, if we take it up here, it could come up to this and take us out on that 618, but I would like it at least come back at least the 50%.
Very much. It's gonna close as a doge.
All right, chat. One more little push up. If we can get up in here, I'm going to sell if it wants to. Or probably going to run without me now. Patience, patience, patience. Can we get tapped in here? We're expecting 50% of this gap. So if we get a small little chance to enter back up in here, I'm just gonna take it off of the small retracement here. It could run, but we shall see if we get a chance to pull the trigger here. So as soon as it comes back up and taps near that little wick there on that bearish candle, oh, it's gonna run. Will we get a second chance entry? Oh, there we go. All right, we are in this cell here. Target. We're going to target these lows for 10 here. We could take out 830's lows, potentially. New day opening gap low is here at 41.22. which lines up with this sell side. So this is where we closed yesterday, 4:15. So we have 5-point stop. So we're going for 1 to 2. Which means if we can hit our take profit, we'll make back our loss plus 0.5%.
Sure stops.
The stops are up here, 4139.4. On my broker, it's 4139 point. Oh, same 0.4, pretty close there. So we're respecting 50% so far with this gap. Wick, body close, wick, body close. $20 people in here. This is awesome. All right. 3 points so far. See, what time is it? 10:36. So I would like to see it push before 10:50. Here we go. Are you in this with me? Nice.
I got in at 133. Because the first position I went to modify it and I accidentally closed it.
Oh, no. All right, let's go. Almost TP. So there's your 5. There's your 5 points if you want to close there. But I'm going for 10. Yeah, you already won that, eh? So going for 10. See if I can we can recoup that small 0.5% loss this morning. Nice. There's a small gap in here. Keep tapping off of it. Perfect.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. You in this with me, Mike?
No, just watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so my brothers behind me just were teaching them ICT and converting them from support resistance to ICT.
Hey, you're teaching us all.
Let's see.
This morning.
Yeah. Heck yeah. All right, let's see if we can break this little gap here and just take out this low. There's 6. Oh yeah, what time is that at? You switch your bias because of you. Nice, Dorley. I'm in this trade though. Yeah, see, that's the thing is I almost want to stop. I want to stop like following his Twitter because sometimes because he's so good and he's so knowledgeable, he can play both sides, but like I found I'm pretty confident when I just listen to myself. Like the last week and a half, we've had no losses, right? You guys that have been on stream with me, we haven't. We maybe took a small little. We exited. We didn't get stopped out, but I exited early on one because of price action. But no real losses until this morning when I listened to his tweet. So and that's not a knock on him. He's an amazing person. He's given us all the opportunity to really, really see the market, how it truly moves, and extremely thankful for him. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning more. Let's go. One more push. Let's go. Come on. Don't play with me here. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Boom.
All right, got our 10. So, but with that being said, like, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is I trust my analysis because I've spent I'm telling you, I've spent so much time on these charts and like in-depth learning his stuff. My friends and family like, this is all you do. You're always on the computer and the charts and stuff, but like it's because I'm so passionate about it and I'm just, but it's paid off dividends now. So yeah, so I guess moral of the story is trust your analysis. Even ICT gets it wrong. I mean, look, he was saying NQ breaker, we could rally up into the weekly gap. And if we look at NAS off of that breaker, we melted. We almost use it as an inversion breaker, So, which I mean, I could easily tell you guys my bias was bearish. And you don't have to believe me because now it's hindsight. But honestly, I was bearish. I'm bearish up until probably end of June, August, because of market sentiment and usually seasonality around this time of the year, the indices are bearish, right? And we're real heavy. We've been real heavy on the daily. We have this consolidation, but yeah. So solid win this morning. One loss, one win, but the win recouped our losses. So not bad for potential buy on NAS. Nice. Euro hit my area and I missed it, but I did catch gold though. Nice, Eric. So
Wow. Still dropping.
yeah, so our next sell side, right? Underneath these lows, and it's coming back to fill in all of this huge gap here. So probably around 10:50 starts the pre-lunch hour. So I mean, it can do whatever, but I'm just guessing we'll probably come down, take this sell side out, and then we'll start to see some sort of rally back up above these highs here towards the new week opening here is my guess. And then we could tap into this 1 hour or block in the afternoon or continue bearish. So, but that is it for me. I will catch you guys back in the chat. This is recorded, so I'll try to post it. If I don't get to post it this morning, I'll post it this afternoon. So I'm gonna go get my day started. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys for hopping on here. And hopefully you guys caught this 10-point move with me. If you have any questions, my DMs are always open. We can set up one-on-ones anytime, as long as we can, work around each other's schedule and stuff like that. But I will not ghost you. I will not, shove you off like maybe some other guys would, but because I love each and every one of you guys in here and I appreciate you guys big time. And I just want to help you guys succeed as much as possible. So I will catch you guys later. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. If you've already taken your wins today, just walk away from the market today, okay? We were able to take a trade just after news. We have some red folder news around, or not red folder, I'm sorry, orange folder news. So medium impact, 10-year bond auctions. The 10-year bond market is not doing good this year. It's like minus 15%. So this could cause the indices to rally higher if US bonds continue to be bearish. So keep that in mind. You might catch something this afternoon if I can. Thank you for your comments. Yeah, Jeremy from Germany. Best regards, Stefan. Thanks, Stefan. Have a great day, brother. So we could you could see if maybe you get something from 2 to 4 this afternoon if you weren't able to catch anything this afternoon. But remember, right, what are our rules here? And I will leave you guys with this. This is pinned in the extras. It should be the pinned message above too. Right? 1 to 2 trades a day. If you've already made your 10 points at AM, don't trade PM. After 2 losses in 1 session, no trades. Okay. So things like this is going to help you not go into a crazy drawdown or a losing streak. I'll post this again in the chat. If you didn't get a chance, or maybe you're new and haven't seen it, I will post it and guys save it. This is your rules card for your morning and afternoon. So use this every day. Look at it, stick to it. This will help you. I guarantee you this will help you mitigate a lot of unnecessary losses. Can you explain again why you took the sell? Okay, yeah, real quick, I will take the sell. So originally I wanted to take a sell here, but we all know why I didn't. So when we came into the session, we did a top-down analysis, and I marked out this 15-minute fair value gap, and then when we were on the 1 minute, I measured this price leg here down. And if we look, 79% of this Fibonacci here lines up with this fair value gap. So if you think of this area as like where this big leg push down started from, right? The last up close candle before this big push down would be like the top of your leg. And then once we started getting the pullback, that's where the bottom of the leg is, right? So 79% is an optimal trade entry area off of this Fibonacci. So we tapped into it with this 1 minute fair value gap in correlation to it. Once we tapped it, we slightly bounced off of it. We put in this small little swing low here. We broke it down here and created this gap there, right? So from this bearish candle's bottom wick, skip this candle, and then this bullish candle's top wick, right? Price was only delivered on the sell side with a lot of volume that created this gap. So we came up in here once, stayed around here, dropped, tapped back in. So anyone here could have been your original sell, Alwyn, right? Alwyn. So when we made this next push, right? Same premise from the original push. So this area is where we came from. So I use this down to where we started to retrace from here as your bottom. And then 50%, right? So we're trying to catch a continuation of this move. So anywhere around 50% would be a good area, with the idea to remember it could come all the way back up to 79, 70, or 61. So just keep that in mind, right? It could come, if it's going to make a retracement, it's a possibility it could come all the way back up to here. So what we did was this fair value gap, right? This candle's wick low to the third candle's high. In between here is this fair value gap. So quite a big one. So if we look, the middle or half, 50% of this gap is here, right? 0.5 right there. So if you notice, price was relatively respecting 50% of this fair value gap multiple times as a form of resistance, right? We almost tapped just barely, right? 50% of that Fibonacci. So we have the Fibonacci being respected at 50%, 50% of the fair value gap being respected, and Yardi says there's a divergence on that. It's nice. So yeah, let's see. I'm sure if you look, there's the smart money divergence or SMT divergence on NAS. Yardi's real good at spotting those. So, so all of these correlations were lining up with taking a sell off of here. So when we were here, that's why I was just waiting for a second chance. So once we tapped back into 50% here, this area of the fair value gap, I took my entry here. It dropped down. You had a second chance on this bullish candle here, this wick that actually did it tap? Nope, close, but almost tapped 50% there. So this was my entry. You could have got in there. With the idea we still had sell side to be taken out. And if we look, just like I was just saying, we still had the 8 a.m. and 8:30 lows to be taken out for sell side around before 10:50. And what did I just say before I went over that trade? Around 10:50, we'll probably see it start to rally up into the lunch hour. Right. So once you just stick to this one session, this one silver bullet window, it starts just to repeat itself over and over and over, and you start to learn how it moves. So you'll get more confident in more consistency. Got it. That was very cool. Awesome. So, and this is recorded again. So I will post it if I don't get a chance. Yeah. Anytime, Alan. Any questions, anytime. You guys, no question is a dumb or wrong question, guys. Remember that. Don't be embarrassed or think like, oh, I'm not going to ask because I don't know the terminology or I don't know that, whatever reason you have. Like, no, we're here to learn. Doesn't matter what level you're on or, if you're beginner to advanced. Any questions? So if I don't have the answer, someone in the chat might have the answer, so we're all here to help each other. You don't want to miss on this lifetime offer for lifetime access, $49. I'm telling you, everyone is loving it in this Discord. We're all winning together, live trading. We do market recaps, lots of extras, strategies, beginner basics, motivation, prop firm certificates. So don't miss out on this cheap entry price. Get in now before the price increases. And until next time, trade safe.